Your wedding is one of the most special events of your life.
But before this big day can happen,
there's a question that needs to be asked first. That's where we come in. Here we go. I'm Aubrey.
I'm Sarah, and we're proposal fairy godmothers, working hard to make couples' dreams come true.
Welcome to The Proposal.
Today on the show, one wannabe bride lays it all out on the line when she proposes to her man.
The one thing I could always count on was having you there.
Thanks,
so I was wondering.
And where comes love, comes marriage. We not only have a proposal to plan, but hopefully a secret wedding too. Will this brave girl go 2 for 2 on her path to happily ever after? When something feels right, you gotta go for it.
And we have a girl who's about to take the reins into her own hands. Meet Carolyn, a Vancouver Islander who first met her Prince Charming 3 years ago.
I met Vishnu through friends. One day I decided that I wanted to take him out to Mount Washington, to my favorite spot called the Lookout. And I packed a picnic and we took our cross-country skis up there and just sat in the snow.
And we had nothing but the actual nature and the mountain all to ourselves, basically for a whole day.
From that day, I kind of knew I wasn't going to let him go. And that was the beginning.
And apparently the beginning for Vishnu as well.
I love Carolyn. She's very opinionated. It's great. The fact that she lets it all out. She's so caring, and there's not much I cannot like about her, really.
Now, Vishnu isn't the only leading man in Carolyn's life. Her 5-year-old son, George, is also quite the charmer.
George and I are definitely a team.
He's my best friend. I look at him as a son, and we have a week on and week off relationship, literally. And he looks at me as the world, and that's the way I look at him.
You know, there's been so many aha moments when I realized I wanted to be with Vishnu, but most of them are when I see him with my son and see how amazing he is with him and how much he just loves the both of us.
See, this proposal is a family affair.
It sure is. Carolyn and Vishnu are expecting a bundle of joy in 6 months.
To have a child with Carolyn, it's special.
Now, not only is Carolyn planning on proposing, but
I decided I would contact the proposal, and if they wrote back, I decided that would be the sign that I should get married to him.
That's right. We're also having a wedding.
we hope.
I just love to be spontaneous, so the idea of just getting married on the spot is right up my alley.
With so much on the line, we needed to make sure we had Vishnu for an entire afternoon.
So Carolyn tells Vishnu they're booked to take part in a tourism commercial which involves a helicopter ride across the Vancouver harbor.
Here's the proposal/marriage plan. As the family is loading into the Blackcomb helicopter, Carolyn will get the cue to pop the big question to Vishnu. When they're airborne, she will set up the second big surprise of the day by letting him know that they're on their way to the top of Grouse Mountain for their pre-planned wedding ceremony. Once on top of the mountain, they will be married by young, hip, and married and live happily ever after.
It's the day before the big event, and it's time to find the most important component of any wedding ceremony, the dress.
Question, is George going to be able to keep all this exciting news from Vishnu?
George is doing an amazing job of keeping this whole thing a secret, and I'm shocked that he's done so well so far.
Are you gonna keep this a secret? Yeah?
How does it look? No! What?
Do you wanna be the ring bearer? No? I think the secret is gonna be very safe.
George is a good secret keeper.
Let's pick a dress. There you go. Come on out.
Oh my God. This is beautiful. I love it. Have you ever had a wedding dress on before? This is your first ever wedding dress. How do you feel?
Like a bride.
That's good, because you're gonna be.
What do you think, George? Do you like it?
You don't like it?
Okay, dress number 2.
Next dress. We might have a winner.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Pretty special.
Wow.
Come on out.
George, what do you think?
I love it.
Do you love it?
You look
It's
stunning.
amazing.
Do you think this is the one?
I want this dress.
You got it.
And scene. What about something for her head?
It's really sinking in. George, what do you think about the veil?
What do you think? Maybe you want me in a tiara? Yeah?
George, I love that you know what a tiara is.
What do you think about the tiara?
Okay, we'll keep going.
No tiara.
Do you like the flower?
Yeah. Do you like the flower?
Pretty out there, but I like it.
What do you think, George? Do you like it? Yeah? She looks like a princess? Yeah?
I can't believe this is happening. My dress, makes me feel so pretty. I'm like a girly girl for one day in my whole life, and it just makes me feel so good.
And like many girls out there, Sarah being one of them, Carolyn had found her dress before there was an official engagement and ring.
For the record, you also have your wedding dress chosen, and you're not engaged, Aubrey. Are we still okay that we're getting married tomorrow?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I know we're in love and I know we want to spend our life together, so I'm crossing my fingers.
Everyone has arrived, and it's time to begin shooting our fake Blackcomb Aviation tourism commercial.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Vishnu.
So we're just waiting for the clouds to dissipate from grouse before we can fly up. Oh, did you not know you were going on a...
Oh, he doesn't know much.
Oh, sorry.
No, we're doing like a special one, traveling in BC with kids.
So yes.
So you're our young hip family.
In a limo with a helicopter, like, because that's what every family does.
Less is more, Sarah. Well, everything is in place, except for the weather.
If there's one thing we could learn to control in this world, it would be the weather, because quite frankly, weather, you're really starting to get on my nerves.
Here we are at the top of Grouse Mountain, and the helicopter can't fly because of this.
The cloud mass lingering over the harbor and Grouse Mountain is not allowing the helicopter to take off, which means no proposal or wedding.
It's not looking good up at grouse.
It's not looking good at grouse right now.
Like, period, like we can't wait for...
We could probably wait a few hours, but who knows, right?
Okay.
A few hours?
Why can't it go smoothly?
So possibly we're gonna have to change the plan, and they're gonna have to do the grouse grind, which is 1.7 kilometers straight up. Not quite as romantic. I don't know how Vishnu's gonna feel about that, but this is the situation we're in.
I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we can't fly.
There has got to be a way to fix this, right?
You can only be forced to fly in this in an emergency. I don't know, I think a shotgun wedding is an emergency. What do you think?
Only Aubrey could talk us into a helicopter and beg them to land on a mountain.
Everyone's gonna see what a weasel I am. It's gonna be captured on film.
We're just waiting to see if we can fly.
We're up on the top of the mountain right now, as you know, and it's very, very blue up here.
No it isn't, Aubrey.
But I guess there's clouds covering this city, the sort of the harbor area. Is that the challenge? Who would make that call? Who's your boss? What's her name? Joe? And her number is Bianca. And her number is, no, I'm saying that over and over so somebody grabs a pen. Being transferred, this is a big office. I don't think this is helping. The thing isn't gonna happen, only if he could fly. And there's no way to force it, apparently.
It's done.
How am I gonna do this if we don't fly?
Exactly. What a mess. Please say you have got good news for me. Things are not faring well weather-wise for Carolyn's surprise helicopter proposal. Regardless of how much Aubrey begs, it's not looking good.
I can't believe we can't fly.
Just as it was looking as though this proposal was about to take a tailspin, a miracle happened. Am I dreaming, seeing things? Is this a mirage, or did the clouds just lift? Look, it's getting very blue up here.
Yes!
It's super sunny here.
The clouds had lifted on the mountain, people. You can see the city. You can see everything. She's taking a photo to prove to me that the clouds have lifted on grouse.
We can go in about 20.
Thank you. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Get me in a helicopter. It's been hours since everyone arrived for their helicopter tour, and Carolyn's nerves have had plenty of time to work themselves up. And now it's finally time to propose.
You ready to do this, Carolyn?
Yes, definitely.
It's empty.
So we'll kind of just stick together and we'll head out to the aircraft.
The plan is Carolyn will propose to Vishnu right after the safety check is complete.
A few safety things to go over before we jump in. This door and the door on my side become our emergency exits. I'm gonna have to talk on the radio quite a bit.
I was gonna lose it. And I didn't know if he was gonna say yes or no, so it was very scary for me.
Got it?
Yeah, that's the safety briefing.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, sure. So we're ready to go here. Just have one more problem. I think Caroline can solve it.
Vishnu,
What's the problem?
my knees were about to buckle and I was gonna throw up in my mouth a little.
What?
The past 3 years has been full of adventure and excitement, but the one thing I could always count on was having you there.
Thanks,
So I
babe.
was wondering, will you marry me? He paused forever. I thought he was gonna say no.
Oh, no.
Vishnu, say something.
Yeah, of course I would.
Surprise. What do you think? Is that good? High five? Okay, let's do this. Surprise!
Wow, you guys. You really went out.
That tour's in BC.
No, I've been lying to you for months. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh my.
How does our new fiance feel?
We feel towards each other the way we do, and I guess I kind of wanted to do it, but it's the 20th century.
So we're gonna fly you off to your future right now. How's that sound?
Your future and your wedding, Vishnu.
Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. He'll understand in a bit.
Or he'll jump out of the helicopter. This is a lot for any guy to take.
Although Vishnu has said yes to the marriage proposal, he has no idea that this flight is headed straight to his wedding. Okay, great. Well, we have to decorate. Plan A! Woo! Let's get this place set for a wedding. This is what we have to do. Okay, right here, this is our altar, right? This is our...
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Not a clue.
Well, this one has been squished, so you know what you have to do with a squished cupcake. Oh, raspberry. Oh, you guys, everyone has to have one of these.
Maybe not the most professional wedding planners.
We have some bunting.
This looks great.
Do you mean that?
No.
It's not what it looks like, it's how much heart is in it.
I have never flower arranged in my life. Look at that. This is amazing.
Always a good idea to bring your mom with you everywhere. We needed someone to make some decorating decisions, and voila, beautiful.
It's safe to say that Vishnu is still in a complete state of shock. Wait till he finds out about the wedding.
I'm really high right now, but I'm about to go higher. Up in the air.
This is it. Not the response we're hoping for.
Did we go too far this time?
This can't be happening.
Carolyn proposed to Vishnu only moments before revealing they were en route to their mountaintop elopement. It appears this may be too much, too fast for her brand new fiancé.
It felt like Vishnu took 5 minutes to respond.
I thought she was just pulling my strings then and there because that's kind of absurd. This is eloping to the extreme, really.
When he finally said okay, I was very relieved.
We're gonna have a wedding. As we land on Grouse Mountain, the arrival committee has prepared a warm welcome.
All right, ready to get married?
We're not kidding.
What?
We're not joking.
He said yes. We do it.
This is a lot for a guy in the span of an hour.
Let's do this.
Is your mom gonna get really mad?
No, she'll be surprised.
Oh, surprise. On being mad at you. Mom will be surprised.
She'll be happily surprised.
It was a big adventure.
Time to split up the bride and groom so they can't see each other before the ceremony. You have to have some traditions are sacred. Going to the chapel and you're gonna get married. We'll have a tuxedo for you.
Sweet.
We're good to go. Let's go look at where you're getting married.
How you feeling?
Oh, shaky.
Yeah, a little?
I'd say a lot.
I would be too.
It's completely normal.
Yeah?
Don't worry about it.
As Vishnu gets acquainted with his surroundings, there's just one small thing left to do.
I wanna have a bachelor party?
5-minute bachelor party? Yes. Let's get this stag party on the go. Woo!
Oh my gosh!
Another one for
What?
Vishnu.
Vishnu, you just finished that. That was a double.
Oh,
Cheers to Vishnu, a new life as a married man.
thank you guys.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
brother. Nice to meet you as well.
Cheers.
All right. You ready?
Woo!
You
Let's
ready?
do this.
Although he's agreed to the wedding, Vishnu is looking very stressed. This could be a severe case of cold feet.
Take that all in. Ooh. Oh crap. Whiskey might be coming back up. Oh.
All right, let's go get this text. Let's get this on a roll here.
Hey, there's a shotgun.
Well, you can't have a shotgun wedding without one.
Sarah, you're amazing.
All right. It's tux time. Good luck.
Wish.
I'll send you in there if you need help.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, what the heck?
And where's our blushing bride?
Here she is. Voila, the back home bun.
And who else for bridesmaids but the pros?
And now for the final touches.
You like them?
They're incredible, you guys.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm breathless. I just can't believe this is happening.
George, it's an honor for you to be my best man. I hope he has me as his best man when he's old enough, and when he finds that person to say I do with.
She has something blue. That's a secret what that is. She has something borrowed from my mom, who ended up being here today. My brother gave my mom something borrowed, something new. And the foundation was a little old, right? So,
And I've got the rings.
Check.
who's gonna go first? We think rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Sarah's first. All right, here we go. I was sitting there for hours waiting. Thought he was the love of my life.
This is it.
I wouldn't have had it any other way per se. We could have gone to Vegas or Philippines or any parts of the country and eloped, but we wouldn't have had so many strangers who offered us their time and their passion to actually make this moment even more memorable.
Here I go, always a bridesmaid.
To me, marriage means just commitment and just assurance and knowing that I always have somebody there for me in hard times and good times. And I don't have to worry about finding that someone anymore because I found him.
Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens, you guys. A good marriage must be created. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never taking the other for granted. It is standing together facing life. It is the sharing of a dream. It is a common search for the good and the beauty of life. Do you stand here now together to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
We do.
We do.
With all my heart, I, Carolyn, take you, Vishnu, to be my husband.
I, Vishnu, take you, Carolyn, to be my wife.
I promise to be your lover,
Companion and friend.
your ally in conflict,
Partner in parenthood.
and your greatest fan.
Who will listen with understanding.
And trust you completely all the days of my life.
Now, George, you are the most important person in Vishnu and your mom's life. And your blessing is more important than anything else to them. Will you give Vishnu and your mom your love, support, and your blessing? And will you make sure they never forget the importance of being young and having fun? You can do that?
I love you. Because this ring has no beginning or end.
It signifies as a symbol of true love as I place it on your finger.
It is with great pleasure that I now pronounce you husband and wife. Please seal your marriage with a big kiss.
Dun, 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 dun.
Time to do the honors, George. Ah!
My favorite part of the ceremony was being pronounced husband and wife by far.
To be married in a mountain was kind of serendipity, I suppose.
And we have one more surprise for the newlyweds.
They get to spend their wedding night in the honeymoon suite at the Pan Pacific Hotel.
Oh my goodness, this honeymoon suite is just out of this world. I've never seen anything like it. The view is spectacular. And the inside, well, it's for me to see. Everything went the way I wanted it to. This has been the most incredible day.
Wow.
Today was memorable, exciting, and it was gut-wrenching. Oh my God, being on a helicopter. First time in my life. The last time in my life, I think.
As a married woman, I just feel really complete.
Today, my life changed. And today, when I woke up, I had no idea. I feel like a new person. Today, I'm a new me.
George was such an integral role, and that was the best part for me. We're such a tight-knit family, and he's just so important. And the fact that he was just so overwhelmed and happy with the whole thing just made my world today.
Definition of true love, you love them even for their flaws, but love them even more for who they are.
Will you marry me? I'm pretty sure I had the shortest engagement in history.
Wardrobe for Sarah, provided by Frocks.
Aubrey's clothes provided by Krista Lee.
Accommodations provided by Pan Pacific Hotel. And a special thanks to Blackcomb Aviation.
If If you want to learn more about our couples and their road to the big day, check out our webpage, shaw.ca/theproposal.